Guys, Manchester United are in crisis. They got beat again off Real Madrid 2-0. United fans moaning on Twitter. Have they got something actually properly to moan about, though? Do they have a point regarding the lack of a striker? Everyone on Twitter, all United fans are moaning about a striker. Well, they got beat again yesterday off Real Madrid. Check this out. Man United have made a verbal offer of €50 million plus €10 million in add-ons to Atalanta for 20-year-old Denmark forwards Rasmus Højlund. Now, apparently, Atalanta want 80 million quid. They're offering around 50 million quid, including add-ons. Are Atalanta going to accept that? Man United, we know, seemingly at the moment, are a bit skint. So it's not like I can just sit here and go, I'll just pay the money and get him in, because I don't think they physically can have that. It seems to me that they're a bit skint at the moment as a football club, but they're desperate for a striker. They really need to get somebody in. Is this the guy to sort of get them the goals? I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and see. PSG, though, are also interested in Højlund. They've offered a higher salary to the player, but his priority is moving to Manchester United. So apparently he wants to move to Man United, but obviously United haven't agreed a fee yet. Is he going to just, decide to go to PSG? Because obviously they're looking to strengthen their striking options. Juventus sporting director Cristiano Guintoli will travel to England to negotiate a loan deal with Chelsea for 30-year-old Belgium striker Romelu Lukaku. Lukaku's obviously turned down Saudi Arabia, wants to stay in Europe. Clearly, Juventus are a club that want him, and I think he'll go there because, obviously, he would have accepted the bag from Saudi Arabia if he thought that this deal wasn't possible. Lukaku has remained in London, while the rest of the Chelsea squad are on pre-season tour in United States. Yeah, he's clearly not wanted at Chelsea, and I don't think he wants to stay there anyway. France and PSG forward Kylian Mbappe is not interested in meeting Al Hilal's representatives over a move to Saudi Arabia. That's from Sky Sports. So he's turning the bag down, Kylian Mbappe. 2 to 300 million euros, tax-free apparently. He has turned that down. That is a pretty brave move, so fair fucks for the guy. Sources close to negotiations are increasingly convinced Mbappe has agreed terms to join Real Madrid next year. Well, if that's the case, he's going to join them on a free. Now, my question to you is, what do PSG do now? Because if he doesn't want to go to Saudi Arabia and Real Madrid are like, we're just not going to sign him this summer, we'll get him on a free transfer next year, what do PSG do? They can't allow him to leave on a free, surely. Do they have to say to people, you can have him this summer for 100 million, in which case everyone will start bidding for him because that's a great price. What do PSG do now? Do they offer him a new contract with a massive wage increase, even though he's probably only going to sign a 2-year deal, which will just kick the can down the road? What would you do if you was PSG now, guys? Because I just think they're in the mud, seriously. Chelsea looks set to lose out on Argentina forward Paulo Dybala as the 29-year-old has reportedly signed a new contract at Roma. That's from Tutto Mercato. West Ham could miss out on signing 23-year-old England midfielder Conor Gallagher, who wants to stay at Chelsea and fight for a place under new boss Mauricio Pochettino. My opinion on that is, if you're a West Ham fan, do not be sad about that because he's shit, in my opinion. Meanwhile, Hammers are continuing talks with Southampton and England midfielder James Ward-Prowse with a deal now believed to be possible. Yeah, I don't think this is a particularly good deal either, really. I don't really rate James Ward-Prowse. If they get him for 25 million quid, which is the rumoured fee, then I think it's okay, but don't think he's a great player. Al Hilal are at advanced stages in their bid to sign Paris Saint-Germain and Italian midfielder Marco Verratti. That's from Fabrizio Romano. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people losing their shit about this one, to be honest with you, so it's pretty mad. Liverpool are set to improve on their initial £37 million bid for Southampton's 19-year-old Belgian midfielder Romeo Lavia. Liverpool and Saints are about £15 million apart in their valuation of Lavia. Yeah, so we've heard basically that Southampton value Lavia at 50 million quid. Remember, it's rumoured that City have a 20% sell-on clause, so 10 million of that 50 million will go to Manchester City, leaving obviously Southampton, quick maths, with 40 million quid. So Liverpool's initial bid is too low. Rumours are this morning they've gone up to £43 million plus £5 million in add-ons. I still don't think Southampton are accepting that. I think Liverpool are playing hardball here, maybe because they know that Lavia in the end will probably end up forcing a move because he doesn't want to stay at Southampton when Liverpool are after him. But Liverpool need to stop messing about it and just get the player in. I think it'd be a good signing. The Reds are expected to accept a £40 million offer from Al Ittihad for 29-year-old Brazil midfielder Fabinho after talks restarted. Yeah, maybe they've let his dogs in. Who knows? PSG and Portugal midfielder Renato Sanchez is close to signing a season-long loan agreement with Serie A side Roma. Remember him? Was it the Euros when he absolutely slammed it and now he's just fallen off, hasn't he? Pretty crazy how your career can just dive like that. Because he signed for Bayern Munich, I think, didn't he? He was playing at Benfica. I think he was playing at Benfica and then signed for Bayern, and his career just nosedived, man. Aston Villa's hopes of signing Tottenham and Argentina midfielder Giovanni Lo Celso have been boosted as Napoli have yet to close a deal for the 27-year-old. That's from Birmingham Live. Aston Villa are a club that I'm really, really excited to watch them play this year. I mean, I'm interested to see how good they can do. Can they have a good season? You see this a lot. Remember West Ham 2 seasons ago? They finished like 6th or 7th. They were in the top 4 for a while. And then last year, they just sort of nosedived. Aston Villa had a great year last year after Emery came in. Can they keep that up, or will they nosedive again now the pressure's on them? Because there's pressure on Aston Villa now. There's pressure on them to perform. So, I don't know. English defender Rico Lewis has agreed a 5-year contract, which will have an option for a further year with Manchester City, while the club's Dutch defender Nathan Ake is set to sign a new deal. That's from the Daily Mail. Obviously, great news here. Rico Lewis getting a 5-year contract. Apparently, he's going to 5 times his wage, taking him to around £25,000 to £30,000 a week. And Nathan Ake is going to get a new contract extension until 2027, putting him up with like the likes of Akanji on the wages. Great season last year for Ake. Deserves a new deal, and I'm very, very happy with that. And then the final bit here is Everton do not have any desire to sell England striker Dominic Calvert-Lewin, who has been linked with a move to Roma. My personal opinion, I think Everton should sell Calvert-Lewin. I think that he's... The reason they don't want to sell him is because they know if he goes somewhere and stays fit, he'll probably have a good season. But the fact is, like, he never stays fit. You know what I mean? Like, so I'd just let him go if it was me. On the back pages, yeah, Rice challenges Gunners to end a 20-year title drought. Declan Rice apparently said he's here to win the league this year. Lewis faces jail time. Oh yeah, the owner of Tottenham Hotspur has handed himself in. Have you seen this? This is an incredible story. He's handed himself in due to insider trading in the USA. You know, who says billionaires are nice people? You know what I mean? This guy, billionaire, and he's still frauding the system. Why would you do that? Game of Thrones. Gunners' title time is now, says Declan Rice. #1 aim as Saudis crank up Eddie Howe has told he must make Newcastle the #1 club in England. Not too much pressure, that. Guys, there you go. Big news, obviously. Rico Lewis and Nathan Ake getting a contract extension. Man United fans in panic mode as they lose again and have still not got Rasmus Højlund over the line. United need to get a striker in. They're desperate for a striker, and they have to get it in quickly. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you want to help support the channel grow, quickly hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel as well if you're new. And guys, I will see you tomorrow. See you in a bit.